What up? What's happening? Welcome into Week 4 of Texas State Brazil Friday Night Hits. I'm Mark Whiteman. Thanks, as always, for joining us. A loaded slate of games across our area tonight as several region opponents shared the field for the first time this fall. In Malden, the battle of the Golden Strip, both the Mavericks and Hillcrest Rams off a bye, kicking off in the long-standing rivalry recently dominated by Hillcrest. Chase Justice has the highlights in our Game of the Week, presented by Blue Ridge Electric.
Welcome to Freeman Field, where we have the 51st playing of the Battle of the Golden Strip. It's the Malden Mavericks playing host to the Hillcrest Rams. Slow first half, Rams up 3-0 with under 3 left in the second quarter. Hillcrest backed up at their own 33 until Trey T-Book Booker says, got a blast. Looking like a freight train rumbling, bumbling, stumbling his way down the sideline, pushed out of bounds at the 6. Very next play, Jackson Free decides to keep it on the read option. All Hillcrest early, up 10-0 over Malden. Ensuing possession, Malden looking to push the ball downfield. Reddick Langston buying time and uncorks a bomb to Taurus Thomason and allowed Thomason to do the rest. 66 yards for his 6th score of the season. Mavs make it a 3-point game, 10-7. Time winding down in the first half. Rams trying to move the ball before the break free. Going deep to Chris Biggs, who tips it up and comes down with it on the second chance opportunity. Hillcrest turns it into 3 and lead 13-7 at the half. We pick things up in the fourth quarter. Same score, less than 2 minutes in. Free, pump fake, looking for Caden Stevenson on the go ball, and you're not going to find a prettier pass than that. Rams up 20-7, and they take their 13th straight in the Gold Strip Derby over Malden. Final score, 29-7.
It's important. Malden's put together a good football team. Andre Cook, his staff, they've done a tremendous job. It was a great atmosphere out here tonight. Look forward to more of those kind of matchups.
The Hillcrest Rams now 3-1 to start the season. They will hit the road to face Greenwood, while the Malden Mavericks will turn their attention to a road date against TL Hanna. In Malden, I'm Chase Justice, WYFF News 4 Sports.
Chase, thank you. So Hillcrest starts Region 1 5A with a win. In that same region, 2 traditional power programs off to hot starts. Greenwood 3-0, TL Hanna 2-1. Winner here gets an early leg up in that 8-team division. This was a hard-fought game a year ago, and this edition, it was a doozy as well. Second quarter, Greenwood up 14-7 in the red zone. Tristan Lewis takes the handoff, gets spun around, walks on in, 21-7 Greenwood. Third quarter, TL Hanna trailing 21-9, but they get in the end zone there. Jalen Watson makes it 21-16, and here come the Yellow Jackets back with the ball. It's Jamari and Boston, goodbye, 25 yards, takes to the end zone. TL Hanna takes the lead, 22-21 after a missed 2-point conversion, and TL Hanna hangs on to hand Greenwood their first loss of the season, 22-21. Burns bounced back with a big win over Greer last week. Home at Nixon Field, hosting Wade Hampton. Lieutenant Governor Pamela Evatt out there for the coin toss. Opening quarter, Burns ball, Trey Segarra, 3 touchdowns a week ago, picking up where he left off. Start of a very big night for the Burns Rebels. They roll on their way to 3-1 this season with a 45-3 win over Wade Hampton. Chastney 3-1 for the second time in 3 years, visiting unbeaten Woodruff. Wolverines up 14 in the third. Aiden Gibson on the goal line extends the lead to 31-10, showing off there. Chesney moving down the field in the red zone. Jared Bishop takes the handoff, and he's got a crease. Houses it. Chesney pulls within 2 scores, but all Woodruff the rest of the way. They get a 52-17 win over Chesney for their 8th straight win against the Eagles. Gaffney and Boiling Springs played a thriller a year ago, with Gaffney pulling out a narrow overtime win. On the reservation tonight, Gaffney 1-2 this year. Those 2 losses both by a single score. First quarter, scoreless. Gaffney's Josiah Hill changes that from 4 yards out. Touchdown Gaffney. It is a 6-0, same score. And in the second quarter, Banks Boughton, now the full-time Gaffney QB after Javon Gilmore unenrolled this week. Boughton, he'll do it himself. Gaffney piling on. Hill down and close, shrugging off the would-be tacklers. No drama this time around. Gaffney walks the Dogs 34-7. Greenville off last week after that epic come-from-behind win over Gaffney 2 Fridays ago, visiting Woodmont. First quarter, no score, no more. Keyshawn Farrow down the field to Jaden Rice, goes up and gets it. That's a big-time play right there. And on the very next play, DeAndre Dogan shaking a couple Wildcats, punching it in for the Raiders. Touchdown, 7-0 at that point. And Greenville goes on to get a 28-18 win over the Wildcats. Eyes in the sky, they tell no lies. Sky 4 cruising above Powdersville. Scoreless first quarter against Broome. Keegan Reed flips it out to Tavius Williams after escaping the pressure. That's a really nifty move right there from 2. Finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. Broome, though, they'd march down the field. Taekwon Booker punches it in, and Broome rallies in a high-scoring, fun game there, but Centurions get the 53-46 win. I'll show you a few scores from across the area. Greer beating Berea 56-0. Southside Christian on the road at Saluda. They get a 28-0 win. Another excellent start in Seneca. Bobcats 4-0 for the second year in a row at home against Travelers Rest tonight. 2-1 TR. They've already got more wins than they did all of last season. First region game for these two, but the Bobcats, they're playing good ball. Amari Werner takes the pitch, scores. He's still seeking out contact. 7-0 Seneca. Bobcats back with the ball. Gavin Toma hits Jerb Hunter, sticks his foot in the earth, hits the Jets. Hunter, see ya. Seneca cruises to a 5th straight win, 42-10 over TR. PHP bulldozing 4-0 by an average margin of 33 a week. Home against Palmetto. First quarter, Palmetto punting the ball. They kick it to Tajay Watson-Martin. That's a mistake. Makes a couple folks miss, and he's taken all the way for the special team score. 7-0 BHP. Still in the first quarter, BHP down in the red zone, looking to add on early. Noah Thomas gets the snap. Hits it with a little pop pass to Jacobs Paul, and Paul's cruising to the corner store. BHP goes up 14-0 at that point. They go on to get a 49-0 win. Spartanburg and Eastside playing for the second straight year after going more than 4 decades without a game. 7 all second quarter. Third down for the Eagles. Ain't no thing for the tank. Lucas Tankersley well blocked, and well, goodbye. 60 yards to the timeshare. His head coach, he is love it. Eastside out in front, 14-7. Next Vikings drive, third down. Trey Burke to Trenton Lynch, and with the ball in his hands, good things tend to happen. There goes Lynch, taking the dump off screen, 65 yards down the sideline for 6. Fun game here, but Spartanburg gets a 48-34 win over Eastside. We've hit halftime on Texas Day Brazil Friday Night Hits. Quick timeout for some water, but first it's mic'd up, and another area coach wearing the wire for us. Tonight it's Dorman's Jake Morris.
Play your game, okay? Have fun. That's what it's all about, right?
He's supposed to be a get-back coach. If he gets in your way, just trip him, all right?
See what I mean? Settle down, play. Have fun, babe.
Getting word they're hurdling our snapper. Just keep an eye on him. Just keep a track of the penalties that are on us. I think we got one, right? Leap in the center. Thank you. Yep. There we go. Thank you. Hey, good job, dude.
Thank you, ladies. A series dominated by Dorman Cavaliers, a perfect 13-0 all-time against the Riverside Warriors. First quarter of this one, Dorman's Meek Slidell taking the handoff. Oh, he fooled our photographer, but check this out. He flips it out there to Camden Miller for the touchdown. Cavaliers up 7-0 early later in the first quarter. Riverside's Cooper Adams. He's back to pass. Got a little bit of time trying to throw it, and he just gets picked off right there by Isaac Tate. Tate dragged down at the 2, and Carter Nash would capitalize just a few plays later. Cavaliers go up 21-0 on their way to a 31-3 win. We still got the green card for more action on Texas Day Brazil Friday Night Hits between Clinton and Daniel. 4 state titles over the past 5 years. Lions had the upper hand last season in Central. Red Devils hoping to return the favor at Wilder. Scoreless first quarter. Javen Cook percolating. Touchdown Red Devils, 7-0 Clinton. Daniel down 7-3 later in the quarter. Jace Grass looking down the sideline, and he just throws it up to Trey Wimbley, making it look easy. 3-2 is. Lions get the hard-fought win, 41-33 over the Red Devils. Another Red Devils outfit, Liberty, on a 3-game win streak. Home getting Walhalla. The Red Devils get started on their very first drive as Caleb Pilgrim connects with Chris Mabel. And Mabel comes up with a one-handed OBJ catch right there. I see you. Red Devils go up 6-0. For the Brand fellas, we appreciate the Razorbacks get one back when Caleb Johnson delivers a strike to Nick Butler with a 45-yard touchdown to bring the Razorbacks within 13-7. But this was a big night for Liberty. They hang 70 on them, and they beat Walhalla 70-42. Barn burner between Fountain Inn and St. Joe's last year. A 1-point Fury win in their first ever meeting. This one all Fountain Inn, leading 28-7 in the third quarter. Sam Holliday in from the 2-yard line. He'll do it himself, 35-7 FI. Next Fury drive ends the same way. This time it's Bojack Johnson. His all-name team finds the paint. Check out these highlights from our friends at InVision, the high school students and the media program. Huge night for Holliday. 145 passing, 124 rushing, 6 total touchdowns, and a 49-7 win for Fountain Inn. Homecoming at West Oak. Homecoming queen Nora Burgess. Homecoming king Cole Dobbs found out he'd won as he was coming onto the field after halftime. That's pretty cool. Warriors leading Landrum 9-0 through 2 quarters, adding on Carter Fountain front porch score. And how about West Oak? The Warriors beat Landrum 36-16. Emerald off to its best start since 2012. The 3-1 Vikings scoring 30 points a game, hoping to keep it rolling at home against Strom Thurmond. Here come the Vikings. They had to weather an early storm, though, from Strom Thurmond, trailing 8-0 in the first quarter. Zy Rouse, 15 yards to the house. It's 15-0 Strom Thurmond. Vikes trying to get something going, trailing 21-6. Chris Dean, he's going to go the distance, pulls Emerald within a score, but that's as close as they'd come. 35-13 Strom Thurmond. Christchurch on a 2-game win streak, taking on Chapman. Cavs won a year ago, 14-7. This year, though, up 35-7 at halftime. Chapman ball in the third. Josiah Copeland takes the handoff. He is stopped on 4th down. That's a turnover on downs for the Cavaliers. And on the ensuing Cavs drive, Judd Wyndham drops back and launches it to Hayes Lyman. A 67-yard chunk gainer. And they'd score just a few plays later. Christchurch with the 48-20 win over Chapman. Blue Ridge and the Blue Flame of Pickens. Couple programs kicking off in Region 2 4A. Homecoming night at Pickens High School. Blue Ridge, though, they're there to crash the party. They started the second half with a bang. The Fighting Tigers' Marquell Troop takes the opening kick of the second half, 70 yards, ties it at 21. Pickens has an immediate answer. Brooks Dow connecting with Isaac Arnold. Arnold gets both feet down in the corner of the end zone. Back corner, 15-yard touchdown, puts Pickens back ahead, 28-21. This game will be the late night meat sweats. Blue Ridge, they're not done. Gavin Forster calls his own number, takes it 22 yards, brings the Fighting Tigers within 28-27, and Blue Ridge, they get a 50-42 win over Pickens. That's a great game there. Jail Man at home against Easley. Patriots still looking for their first win of the fall. Just a field goal between these teams. First half, Man leading 3-0. Check out Josiah Coleman for Easley. Looks like a big loss right here. He sheds a tackle, finds a crease for a chunk gainer. Nice run right there from the quarterback, but the Patriots would force a punt. This was a defensive battle between these two. Foster Rose flying in for the Texas de Brazil red card stop of the night. Jail Man, they'd get a 14-13 win over Easley. That's it. That's all for Week 4 of Texas de Brazil Friday Night Hits. For Chase and our entire crew, thanks as always for joining us. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Have a great week.